And looks like we're basically off again, just waiting for the green light. And we got it. Welcome to the Itch Network podcast, where we discuss all things happening with movies and video games. I'm Spencer, and I'm talking with my good friend, Ninja C. Ninja, how are you?
I'm doing great. Getting ready for the holidays.
Got any big, exciting plans this holiday season?
Nope.
All right.
Well, just want to give you that anticipation. Nope.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I mean, I'm clowning on you, but I don't really have anything either. Not a whole lot going on.
It's very classified. It's very hush-hush.
There you go. Very cool. So before we have a lot going on. We have a Christmas quiz for you. Wanted to throw you some curveballs with that. We're going to talk about unions in video games. Some games that just came out pretty recently. I'm playing some Smash Bros. Right now.
That was very recent. I was in a GameStop this last week.
Yeah, pretty big deal right now. It's all right. I mean, it's Smash Bros. I don't know if you play how many Smash Bros. You played or if you played it before, but it is that. And we got some movies to talk about. So to transition into that, to throw our sleigh that way, what movies have you been watching?
Christmas movies, like I promised before in the last podcast. I'm covering two Christmas movies every week. Let they be classics or modern day, maybe modern day ones that will be classics later on.
All right. What do we got so far?
All right. Well, we have a personal favorite. My younger brother's favorite, and usually what I get him for Christmas is The Nightmare Before Christmas. I mean, come on, do I have to even introduce them?
Well, what's
PG?
This? What is this? What's this?
What is this show? That's it. It's clocking into it's the shortest thing I've ever reviewed. It's only an hour and 60 minutes, probably because it cost a fortune to do all this stop motion animation.
I remember it took them like years and years to do this.
Well, this is 1993, man. This is like this. No, they're still doing traditional effects for this. So
Jack Skellington, king of Halloween Town, discovers Christmas Town, but his attempts to bring Christmas to his home causes confusion. That is the weakest explanation of the story, but
yeah,
it's
that
actually
is a pretty weak synopsis.
It is probably pretty accurate.
Yeah, it only won like 7 awards and nominated 14.
Dude, this movie scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Really, it's dark. I mean, it's Tim Burton, for crying out loud. He did Batman and Batman Returns. You know, come on, dude.
Yeah.
I love Tim Burton's Batmans, and like a lot of people will poke holes in the second one, that he just wanted to do a freak show and like have all these crazy characters and just have just an excuse to do that and still have that Batman budget money. But
I've got a small confession to make. I'm not the most proud of it, but I am actually a huge fan of Disney music.
It's quality music, man. They usually get some good composers, so nothing to be wrong with that. It was pretty successful, dude. Only 18 million for budget and grossed almost 200. 200
really?
million? No, 75 million. No, it's only 200. No, its opening weekend was 200,000. So.
Oh, so that was a word of mouth.
But still, I mean, dude, this is okay. This is like this is the Hot Topic product that keeps Hot Topic going. And walk into a Hot Topic, a mall near you, and you'll see You'll see
this and a Misfits t-shirt. And,
yeah, I mean, and then you got follow-ups, the Corpse Bride and the other things that came from this. So.
Did you ever see a Corpse Bride?
I did, yeah.
Is that connected to this at all? I've never seen it.
It's not really. I mean, it's directed by Tim Burton and stuff, and difference is Johnny Depp's lending his talents and stuff. But no, I don't think like
they could do without that.
I don't think it's in the same world. I think is what you're getting at, the same vein of that. But
okay.
But no, go see it. Me and the wife actually saw it. I think last year they re-released it in theaters.
Can I just say I hate that Hot Topic like owns this, or vice versa, whatever.
It's one of the it's kind of connected to them.
Because my girlfriend was like, I've never seen it. I don't watch it because of that Hot Topic crap, and I was like, it's so good though. Like, just because.
What does she got against Hot Topic, man? Hot Topic sells a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
movie,
but
video games, anime,
and maybe this is an Arizona thing, but we have kind of a negative outlook on that whole. We think of them as specifically emo boy.
Okay. Must be an Arizona thing.
Yeah, they're very specifically an emo boy shop out here in Arizona, and they do sell like little things outside, like little video game shirts and movie shirts and other things, but for whatever reason they have that painted on them. Is that
I have some band shirt. I have like Linkin Park. I have like an old Linkin Park shirt I have from there. I get some clearance. Like they don't have the greatest prices, but I'll get like a video game shirt on clearance, like Heroes of the Storm. They had one of those.
Yeah.
And if you're a slender person, they have. I don't know if they sell it anymore. They could get like they had that in between size between small and medium, like small medium or something. So if you're a thin person, then they got sizes that fit you. But
that's the thing, is that's part of the emo boy thing. It's got the tight t-shirts because it's the emos wear.
Or being in shape and being thin.
Wow, you could look at it that way.
Okay. Yeah, it's a classic. In retrospect, it's a classic. I mean, it's one of those re-releasable movies. They've made tons of movies. I think they have a Monopoly Nightmare Before Christmas thing. Once you have your own Monopoly board redone, then you're set. So
that's true. Very true.
But the only thing that's confusing is it's both. Is it a Halloween movie or is it a Christmas movie?
It's the best of both worlds. Yeah.
It's best of both. Yeah, it is. It's a double-barreled
shotgun of
fun.
I love Nightmare Before Christmas. My favorite song is the three kids taking Santa.
Oh, the three satanical evil kids.
Yeah.
There's some evil little kids, yeah. Is that what scared you when you were a kid?
No, what scared me was the werewolf and the Two-Face guy, the guy with the two faces.
Oh, yeah. He reminds me of a He-Man. I think it was a He-Man villain or something. That was like that. They probably copied off of.
Oh, that was a He-Man villain?
That. I think there was like a He-Man villain or a He-Man good guy, and he had like these different faces. And so I think it was so funny. I think it was like Man of Many Faces or something. It's like they weren't very creative about his name.
Oh, and I was also scared of the Frankenstein guy. I don't remember his name, but the doctor, the
creator, the creepy creator guy.
Yeah. So I was always like, why did he do that to what I assumed was his daughter? Like, why did he throw her, like, kill her? And it was all just so weird. The movie, it was too. I saw it when I was too young to really understand, like, it's kind of tongue-in-cheek Halloween. And I was looking at it as a straight movie. I'm like, why is all this happening? I don't like it.
I looked at it really deeply. I think it's an existential crisis. He's trying to find. No, really, he's having a midlife crisis. He's trying to find the glamour of Halloween is wore off, and he just doesn't. He's trying to find that new spark.
That is very true. You're not wrong.
And in the end, he has a different perspective and gets revitalized and comes back to it,
Yeah, and a merciful hour and 16 minutes.
Yeah,
can't more movies do that?
There's no fat on this show, man. We got to get stuff done. We got to go to Halloween Town. We got to go to Christmas Town.
It's like Jack Skellington himself. There's no fat. Just the bones.
Man. Maybe Jack Skellington is the official emo.
It's all starting to make sense. Mascot. It is his medium tuxedo.
Without alienating everybody, I think we should probably switch to the next movie because I feel like we're really fixated on this emo hot topic discussion.
Oh yeah, they'll think we're the emos. Okay, what do we got next?
We got next is I hope to be a modern day. I hope it to be a modern day classic eventually. This is on Netflix. The Christmas Chronicles 2018 adventure comedy family. All these are family. 1 hour and 44 minutes. It stars Kurt Russell as the main guy.
Is he
I don't know if you
Santa?
want to read about it. Yep,
Yeah,
he's
yeah. It says the story of sister and brother Kate and Teddy Pierce, whose Christmas Eve plan to catch Santa Claus on camera turns into an unexpected journey that most kids could only dream about.
yeah, it's very modern. They have cell phones. They have it's not stuck in the past. So I think it's a very good updated version of this is what Santa is. He has like a magic hat. He can because they actually try to explain like how he could do it with like magic and technology and stuff.
Oh
So
my god!
yeah,
I'm gonna take your word for it that it's good, but that sort of thing irritates me.
dude, there's a Kurt Russell singing number while he's in prison. Come on, spoiler alerts, man. Come
Oh,
on.
I actually, it's what I do love me some Kurt Russell.
Yeah, I honestly wish it was a spoof and he was playing Snake Plissken.
Oh god, that'd be awesome. Now I gotta kill you all. That'd be sick.
So yeah, it's
Or he's like in the middle of the thing. He's just looking for
well, I reviewed this because it was pretty hip and happening on online, and like 20 million streamed it pretty immediately because it's been out since November 22nd. So
it. Yeah, I've seen it on there for a while now.
yeah, so they've maybe they'll make a sequel or something for it, but
Christmas
it's pretty
Chronicles
good if you
2.
got Netflix. If you don't you can find other ways to see it. But yeah, it's got. I don't know. Are we doing the Metacritic? Are we doing the?
Oh yeah. Let's. Okay, so for Nightmare Before Christmas, how many Jack Skellingtons do you give
I'm gonna do 9 out of 10.
it?
9 out of 10. We're done.
All right, and what do you give?
The coffin is nailed.
Oh, and then what do you give the Christmas Chronicles?
What's a tough one? You know what? I like to come revisit this a few years later. I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. What?
7 out of 10. Dirty Santa Claus hats.
Oh.
Because if you look at the picture, he really needs to clean that hat. I don't
Wait,
know
I'm
if they
looking
don't
at the picture. I can't even
have
see
a very
a
good
hat.
dry cleaner.
I can't.
Well, it goes missing. That's part of the magic. He's got to go find the hat.
Oh, okay. And he's got a beautiful head of hair.
Yeah, I wonder if that is part of his. Maybe he got some
He was
Rogaine
able
or
to grow
something.
some pretty good hair in the thing. Maybe he can
Oh
do it.
yeah, but that's been many years ago, and that so.
That's true. All right, man. You ready for a Christmas quiz?
Oh yeah, I got one more movie real quick.
Oh,
It's the Red Box special. It's not a Christmas movie, but it's a kids
Oh.
movie. Hour and 30 minutes. It's adventure family, but we got a little sci-fi.
What?
I don't
It's
know if
called
you
the
grew
Red
up-
Box Special.
Yeah, it's just a Red Box is what I'm saying.
Oh,
So
what's the name of the movie?
it's called f.r.e.d., but Fred is that f.r.e.d.i, but it's an acronym f.r.e.d.i.
Oh, okay.
You ever seen Short Circuit or any robot movies where they have the cute robot and stuff like that? Like it's a sidekick, and
No, I
it's very
actively
much like it's
avoid
kind of like E.T., but E.T.'s a little robot that escapes from a lab. But
All right. Well, a teenager makes the discovery of a lifetime in the forest behind his Arkansas. Oh, okay. Arkansas home. A friendly robot named Freddy, voiced by Candace Cameron Burr. I don't know. I'm not going to read these names anymore because I don't know who they are. Join James, Danny, and Natalie as they come together to help Freddy find her way back to creator Dr. Palmer and evade an evil corporate villain. Oh, Angus McFadden. Oh.
yeah, just Palmer like owner Palmer. Yeah, yeah. There's no real big names to it. It knows what it is. It's a fairly low budget movie, but it's a nice friendly family movie if you want to take a break from all the Christmas movies on
From all the
cable
Christmas,
or your
all the
streaming
Christmas
services.
chaos.
Yeah, all that. So it's kind of nice. It's kind of in the vein of, I love the short circuits. Johnny Five,
Yeah.
so it's very
What
nice. You don't always have to have the an animal be the sidekick. So,
so you just saw this out of the goodness of your heart.
and also we had a Redbox code.
Oh, okay.
Sign up for your Redbox codes. They'll email them or text you every so often.
And use the code ITCH to get nothing,
Absolutely not.
but use it. All right. What? How many? What do you give it? What's the score?
I'll give it 6 out of 10.
Six.
6 out of 10. Small robots.
Small inconspicuous robots.
Yes,
Uh, it's. I noticed also it's perfectly 1 hour and 30 minutes. That does
it is
not bode
perfectly. Yeah,
well.
it knows. It went back to the 90s or 80s and 90s model of
It's
that.
a.
I'm pretty sure the budget ran out at
Yeah,
that time.
I don't know. That robot looks pretty high budget. It's like a lot of money was spent on that robot. Oh, that's great. All right, man. You ready for an intense Christmas quiz?
Sure, man. Is it just about Christmas in general, or
Yeah, and I went with the medium one, so it's not the easy quiz. It's a little bit tougher. Probably too tough.
like tough as a $5 steak, or what?
Not that tough. There's a harder version too. This one's a little. This one's not the hardest version.
I should have said the dollar store. I think dollar store's selling steaks now. I don't know.
All right, and I'm also putting a Yuletide thing here, so that people can see that.
Sweet.
Just want to get in the mood, you know. Hold on, let me set this up. Okay. Here we go. Number 1. Which of these companies was the first to use Santa Claus in an advertisement? Pepsi, Coca-Cola, 7-Up, or Fanta?
Wow, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go Coca-Cola. They're pretty known for some advertising.
And you are correct. It is Coca-Cola. Nice.
Nice. Yep.
All right, number 2. Which president was the first to decorate the White House Christmas tree? Franklin Pierce, Benjamin Franklin, George Washington, or Abraham Lincoln?
I'm gonna go with the first George Washington.
George Washington. Incorrect. It is Franklin Pierce.
Franklin Pierce, okay.
Which, Arizona education, I have never heard of Franklin Pierce. So
It would be so ironic if he was from Arizona. Your own Arizonian.
Yeah, we don't even know
Are
our own
are
people.
there many famous Arizonians?
Yeah,
Someone you guys are kind of-
there are, and I always remember. I'm like, oh, they're from Arizona, cool, and then I forget who they are. So I never, I never do that. But there are some. We got a couple. All right, number 3. Which country did the gingerbread house come from? Austria, Switzerland, Germany, or the United States?
This is tough. It's down to Germany or Switzerland. Germans are really good they're known for their engineering. But Switzerland, what is it, like chocolate, Swiss Army knife? I'm gonna go with Switzerland.
The answer, unfortunately, is Germany. You were correct. It's
man.
Germany.
Should have went with my gut. All right.
Go with the gut. All right, number 4. What kind of Christmas does Elvis Presley sing about? White, red, blue, or snowy?
I don't know. That's a scary Christmas movie singing about a red Christmas.
Well, Santa's red.
I'm gonna say a white Christmas. I'm gonna say a white. It's either white or snowy. I'm gonna go with white Christmas.
You say white. Unfortunately, it's blue.
What?
He sings of a blue Christmas.
Elvis must have been high.
Let me look that up. I've
Oh,
never heard of that.
peanut. You must have been high on peanut butter and banana sandwiches.
Okay, hold on. I got it. Okay, that's about enough with Elvis that I can listen to. All right, so it was Blue Christmas. I just verified. That's interesting. Never heard of it.
This is like a sad Christmas blue. Like, what's that song? Adia do blue.
Oh, I'm a deed. I'm
Reminds
a
me of that,
die. I'm a
yeah.
deed. I'm a no. Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to think too much because it's gonna get stuck in your head. I don't want to be responsible for doing
We're
that.
too late now. All right, number 5. In what year was A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens published? 1765, 1843, 1860, or 1906?
I'm gonna do the 17, the first one.
You are incorrect. It's 1843.
Okay, I knew 19 was way too.
Way too soon.
Yeah, I think I reviewed a movie that was close to that time, and I know it's been redone so many times.
Yeah. All right, number 6. What is the name of the Grinch's dog in the movie How the Grinch Stole Christmas? Pete, Sam, Ruth, or Max?
Man, I didn't even study up for this one. Just to FYI. But Max. No heads up, no warning. I couldn't even coordinate it with you and did the Grinch as a review.
You say Max, and looks like Media Glitch in the chat says Max. They are correct. It is Max.
All right, thanks. I didn't see the chat though, but thanks for believing in me.
There you go. We got somebody looking out for you. What's up, Media Glitch? Joel, I assume. All right, number 7. Where was A Christmas Carol written? Joel on Media Glitch, by the way, was doing a quiz earlier. Super Nintendo quiz. And I should call it a Super Nintendo beat-em-up quiz, because that's all it was. He didn't do any other games, because he's greedy. All right, number 7. Where was A Christmas Carol written? Australia, United States, Germany, or the United Kingdom?
I just want to say Germany, just because I was wrong earlier with Germany. I'm going with Germany every time. That's one of the answers. Let's go Germany.
I think they did that in World War II. The answer is... Oh, hold on. The answer is the United Kingdom. United Kingdom.
You're killing me.
All right, number 8. Which reindeer helps Rudolph fly at the reindeer games? Donner, Clarice, Dancer, or Blitzen? And you're
Clarice?
right.
Clarice
I don't think
is like a character from Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, hello, Clarice.
This is a tough one to... Oh my god, man, I'm dying here. It was Blitzen one of them. Let's go for Blitzen. Comet, I think, is a cleaning product also.
The answer is Clarice.
Oh my god. That's it. I'm done. I'm getting cold for Christmas.
Some of these, I don't know what they are. Is this really it? Like Rudolph at the reindeer? Was there reindeer games that I didn't know about? Isn't that a movie about like a horror movie or something? Anyway, number 9. Which reindeer is Rudolph's dad? Dancer, Dixon, Donner, or Blitzen?
Blitzen?
You say Blitzen. According to this, it's Donner. Donner's Rudolph's dad. I had no idea Rudolph even had a dad. I thought he was kind of like a biblical character that spawned out of nothing. All right, number 10. Which Christmas movie has been played more than any other? One of your past reviews is on here. A Christmas Story, Home Alone, Frosty the Snowman, or It's a Wonderful Life?
And this has been played... Wow. I'm curious to see what the answer is myself. I'll say A Wonderful Life.
You say Wonderful Life, and... You are correct, as well as the chat. Joel, you're correct as well. A Wonderful Life. Did you know the reason is because... I think it's because it wasn't successful when it first came out. and they just dropped the license. It's something like that, and then somebody just picked it
I
up
just
and
assumed it's black and white. It's been around for a long time, and I see it on for Christmas. It's like every Christmas, it's always on there. So
it is. Yeah, I think it came out because of a licensing thing, and they just started using it all the time. And then people were like, "Hey, you know what? This movie isn't so bad." And then now it's a big thing.
what you're saying is no one owns the rights, like Romero's first zombie movie,
Yeah, just like that.
because that's everywhere. You can go to your local Walmart now; they'll probably have it in a 3-pack of. It'll be like that movie and like two terrible zombie movies that are probably have nothing to do with his vision.
That's right. But we all get to experience such a beautiful zombie movie, so that's a plus, right? All right, on to some video game news. I'm playing a little bit of Super Smash Bros. Lately. Let's bring the Yule Fire back while we talk. I kind of like that being there. Adds some nice ambiance. Anyway, Super Smash Bros. Is back. Did you ever play any of the Smash Bros. Games?
I did mostly on the N64. I used to run the tournaments for it at the video game store I worked at.
Who was your character of choice?
Uh, Fox was my go-to guy. I really love anything Star Fox, man.
Nice, nice. I learned through the Smash on the 64 who Ness was, which Earthbound later became one of my favorite video games.
Oh,
So I
gotcha,
owe
gotcha.
that. I had no idea who Ness was. I think most people didn't really know. What's up, John? Retro Bros on. I don't think most people knew who Ness was, but it was awesome. I was obsessed with Smash Bros. I played the hell out of it, and then Melee happened. And I played the hell out of that. Went to a video game tournament. It was local, and some kid next to me was wearing pajamas. And Smash Bros. Should be a porn site, Media Glitch. It's great. And yeah, he's just wearing pajamas, whatever, cat's pajamas. And
RPGs.
he destroyed me. He was using the ice climbers, and he like grabbed me and just beat the crap out of me with his hammer. And he did that 5 times in a row, and never died. So like one stocked me, I think is what the kids call it in the tournaments. And I never went back. Never played it. Went to another tournament. It was so embarrassing. But the new one came out. There's a shit ton of characters in it. There's like a million. I haven't put a lot, like almost any time in it. But as soon as I got Ness, I immediately jumped online and determined that I don't know what it is, but because I have pretty good internet speed, but I still get a lot of lag. So I'm gonna figure out. I might be on the wrong channel, but I would like to play more online competitive. That would be cool. But that one came out. It's a pretty big deal. The other thing we should talk about is unions in the video game industry. We were kind of chatting about this before the podcast started. How interesting is that we're kind of getting into that time that we need to start putting unions in video games. This came out. This happened, I think, today. And then there was one from last year in France. There was a union in video games there as well. We're getting to that point, man.
I think it should have happened already. Like that was my. I mean, a lot of industries in America already have this involved. So
Yeah, there was the Red Dead that just came out where everyone was complaining that they had to work like crazy long hours. And yeah, no union for them. So hopefully this is going to be a big change if this happens, because that whole crunch period is going to be like they're going to say no. There's nothing they can do about it.
well, maybe they'll be more reasonable. I think also that the hiring, firing from all the other the bad press lately too. So
Yeah, Retro Bro says unions are overdue. I'm generally not a big fan of unions, but there needs to be some oversight there.
yeah,
Yeah,
I feel really bad for people that work in that industry. It just doesn't sound like a very stable job. Definitely, if you have a family, and you have mouths to feed. You know.
yeah, it seems like a lot of temp work. I heard that they hire people on for these things, like they'll hire on like a bunch of people and then like immediately lay a bunch of them off once the game is done. Obviously, I'm sure they have their core group, but but they hire apparently
But
like a lot of temps.
yeah, I didn't think about it. You know, it's like a movie. You know, it's a big project, and you hire all these people, and then all of a sudden they don't have a job after the project's done. You know.
Yeah, yeah. I bet you it's doubly so with Rockstar, who release like one game every 3 years now or every 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, look at Telltale. Well, I mean, Telltale was kind of like producing all these episodic type games, but they got the bad press about what they have done in a previous podcast. So
Yeah, yeah. That's unfortunate. But this is going to be a really big deal for everybody. Uh, didn't and I mean at some point there's a lot of people that want to get into video game making, like they want to create video games. I think that's such a scary idea, especially with the option of working for like EA and stuff. I can't imagine working for those companies, but I mean if your passion is there, then that's great. And obviously we're happy because we get to play all these wonderful video games. But man, they work those poor people to the bone, and that scares the pants off me. Could you imagine? Could you imagine working at a job for like 90 hours a week, 1 week, and then the next week you're gone and you don't have any work?
that sounds very depressing. You have such a purpose, and then it's just gone. Wow. Yeah.
Um, Retrobro says, not sure if you guys heard, but Nintendo is suing a hacker who was selling hacked NES minis on OfferUp. Ooh.
Wow, it's a good story. Thanks for mentioning that.
NES mini. Let's look it up.
So I assume he was modding it and just probably putting more games on it.
Yeah, here's what happened is Nintendo's suing an Orange County, California resident who it claims, I'm getting this from Resetera.com, who claims is illegally modifying its consoles and selling pirated versions of popular games in violation of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. That's the coolest sounding copyright act ever. Pirates have found ways to circumvent Nintendo's hardware. I think they did that on like the first day. Preloaded with 800 pirated games. Ooh, you better run.
It's more bang for your buck, man. That's a lot of games.
Yeah, yeah. Or you could just
I mean,
get a Retro Pi, if you know what I'm talking about. Google it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, man. Let's not beat around the bush. This is pretty much a retro pie with a nice finish on it. Come on.
Yeah, yeah. Scary times, man. And I bet you they're gonna sue him for a ridiculous sum of money that
They're
no
gonna make an
human could
example
pay.
out of them. Yeah.
Nintendo are seeking damages that are 3 times the Nintendo of America's, so NOA's, actual damages or profits from the defendant. All attorney fees paid and costs of the suit incurred, pre- and post-judgment interest on the above damages. Could be millions and millions. They are seeking $150K per violation, is what he's saying. 800
And he probably
ROMs.
sold them for $150 or something. Yeah, maybe 200 at most.
No, he was selling them for... So the dude was selling... This is clearly from a person. Anyway, this dude was selling NES Classics hacked with 800 ROMs for $15 above retail price. That's $75.
He's not even making that much profit. They sound like he's gouging people.
He must have...
He actually sounds like he's making a pretty good product.
Yeah, if you're going to live on the edge like that, make some damn profit, right?
Yeah.
He went to tech school. He did not go to mathematics school. He didn't pass math. Holy crap. He's going to get in a lot of trouble. That's a shame too, because I'm pretty big in the emulation community. These kind of stories scare me, but I think that's the whole point, is they're meant to just kind of freak people out.
Well, I mean, if he would have just been selling Raspberry Pis with like because there's a guy on Etsy that makes like a NES style 3D printed case for the Raspberry Retro or Raspberry Pis, but no one's went after him.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the whole paraphernalia thing, right? Where you can make a bong, you can make a lighter, you can make bags for weed, but you just can't sell the weed. I mean, that's gonna end soon. thank God. But yeah, emulation is for sure like in the sites right now, which is scary, especially
Yeah, I mean, some of
specifically from
those older
Nintendo.
games, they've have to like lost the rights to them over time. I think they're only good for I think two decades.
They can extend it. You can extend it, but yeah, I think in general there's a time limit. But if a company wants to, I think they can extend it. I think it's actually longer than that. What do you call that again? Statute or something like that? Or I guess how long does a patent last for video games? Is it even called a patent? For video games.
Well, there's different types of patents, but I mean, my education comes from watching a lot of episodes of Shark Tank. So there's a pending patent. There's a engine like an engineering style patent. There's IP.
This is a very, very long article I found, and unfortunately, I'm like struggling to find a quick answer to it. Come on, somebody's got to have it. Oh, hold on, this one might have it. Forget it. It's probably somewhere. It's probably buried somewhere in there, but yeah, it's I would be very curious to see how long a patent lasts for one of these video games. Because wouldn't it be crazy if at some point you could just go like online to a certain website and just download a bunch of like old games and just play them for fun?
I'm pretty sure that they already have that, and we'll have the link in the next podcast.
What I mean is like legally, like it wouldn't matter. Like that would be freaking cool.
Well, yeah, there's an old ROM site for like really old PC games that they have no home anymore, I guess. For
Yeah.
Actually, that reminds me, I need to look on my good old games or GOG, because I think they have some copies of Full Throttle. I don't know if you play that for the PC.
No, I never played it. I thought that
Full
was
Throttle
an
remaster. Well, it's haven't been to good old games in a while. I don't know. Do you have an account?
I think I do, but I haven't used it in a minute.
Yeah, they're not really big on spamming you a lot with the emails or stuff like that. Nope, it's it looks like it's free. It's the remastered one. Well, when I worked at the game store, that we had a copy in the box, and I really wish I would have used my discount for it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, just a plug for GOG. Yeah, if you go now, you can get. I think it's only a few hours left. Pretty much until tonight, you can get a copy of Full Throttle Remastered. So.
Get your copy.
Yep.
While we're here, figure if we're doing plugs, I want to plug Retro Bro. He's got this really cool Facebook page. Go like him on Facebook, and you'll see some really cool retro style items on there. So go ahead and check that out.
Is it just retro style items in general, or is it gaming oriented? Or
it's retro gaming oriented, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, man! I love
for a good time.
Love a good link to the past there.
Oh, one of my favorite. Well, I played Link to the Past recently, and it moved down from my favorite Zelda game to I think it's not as good as Ocarina anymore.
I always like Link's Awakening myself. So.
Oh, that's a cool one. Do you know what's the weird one though? Is that alligator in there that likes bananas or something?
The whole game's kind of weird, man.
The whole game's weird as hell, no doubt.
It's all a dream. Spoiler alert for like a almost 30-year-old game, by the way.
We should do a podcast where we just spoil games that are old.
Can't we just spoil really old games?
Yeah, we should do it where we spoil everything that we know about video games and just call it the spoiler podcast and just spoil things because people are always bitching about spoilers.
I think that would be great. I think that would be very therapeutical.
That'd be freaking cool. All right, but that's it for today's show. Thank you so much for joining, guys. My name's Spencer. This is Ninja C. Ninja, say goodbye to the good people.
Goodbye, good people.
And then say bye to Joel.
Bye, Joel.
All right, that's it. Have a good weekend, everybody. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Happy holidays.